Let me begin by asking you this question. Have you ever said to yourself or anyone else, I know myself? Most times we do that. This is a sentence almost every one of us uses. I know who I am. I know how I react. I know my strengths. I know my weaknesses. I know my personality. I know all my fears. I know my choices, my inspirations. I know what I like and what I don't like. But have you ever tried to wonder whether knowing about yourself is the same as truly knowing yourself? I believe it is very different. In fact, I think one of the greatest confusions of today's time is that we have mistaken our self-concept for self-awareness. We think they both are the same things. They do sound very similar, I agree with you, but they're worlds apart. How? See, self-concept is the story that you have been telling about yourself, either to yourself or to other people. Let's say you say, I'm an introvert person, I'm an ambitious person, I'm an emotional person, I'm not so good with people, I am so good with people, I'm a perfectionist, or I'm a very calm person, or I'm an overthinker, or I have always been this way. If you notice, every one of those sentences is a conclusion, a fixed conclusion, a description, a label. A memory that has been repeated so many times that it begins to feel like truth. While at the same very time, self-awareness is completely different. It isn't a story. It is the one watching this story unfold. Imagine if you're standing beside a river flowing in front of you. The water is flowing. Now, instead of water, think about thoughts and emotions and opinions and memories and labels and all your identities that you have thought about yourself. They all like passing like water, right? Self-concept keeps trying to describe this river, that I'm flowing, I'm doing this, I'm the role that I'm playing, I'm the water. Self-awareness simply notices that the water is flowing in front of me. I am still, I am watching, I'm observing, I'm the drishta, I'm the sakshi. The first one keeps defining what it is. The other one only observes. That is why someone can spend an entire number of years analyzing themselves, but they're still deeply unaware of who they are. They know every chapter of their story, but they've never stepped outside the role of a storyteller. They're always so merged with the role. They've never been in the audience. And let me ask you this question. How quickly do we introduce ourselves, like to someone? I'm a confident person, I'm a shy person, I'm an anxious person, I'm a spiritual person, or I'm a logical person. I'm a sensitive person, I'm successful, or I've seen some challenges in my life. And every single label becomes a wall around that possibility. Here I am, this is a wall, my confinement. I am this. I cannot go beyond this. And your mind obviously stops looking for evidences that you can be something else around in that area. Perhaps this is why real self-awareness is so freeing, because once you remove that boundary, you can be anything. Awareness doesn't need to defend an identity, that box. It simply observes an experience as it unfolds. Just an observer of things happening, of the experience. Think about anger. Self-concept says, I'm an angry person, or I get triggered very easily. I get pissed off very easily. Self-awareness says, anger is arising within me. I can watch that anger come, operate, and I can watch that anger leaving. Those two sentences do sound very similar, but they create very different lives. In the first, you yourself become the emotion, you become the anger, you become that frustration. And in the second one, you become the witness, the sakshi, the drishta. And what we can witness, because it is at a distance, we can no longer be completely controlled by. You cannot control me because you're separate, I am separate. I am the watcher of you. Maybe this is why change is so difficult, because we are so merged with the role, with that identity, because we are not merely protecting our beliefs, we are protecting our identities. Someone says that you're wrong. Now, because with that idea, I have merged my identity so strongly, so closely, and I'm so close to this thing that it feels like you have questioned my whole existence now. The idea does not matter, but because I have woven myself, my identity so close to that idea, anything that you talk about that idea is also confronting or challenging my identity. It's questioning my identity. My ego now does not defend opinions. It defends the self-concept. Whatever I have thought about myself so far is being questioned. And perhaps that is why growth also feels uncomfortable. Because growth says, loosen your grip a little. The person that you think you are, maybe you are something else. But we are so tightly held that how can we grow then? And the irony is beautiful. The more certain we become about who we are, the less room we have left to who we might become. We have closed those doors. We have given up on those options. Real self-awareness is very humbling. It doesn't rush to conclusions. It doesn't constantly say that this is who I am. It's not fixing it. Instead, it remains curious. Okay, this is what is happening right now in front of me at this particular time, and it is not what I had seen before. This is not what I'm going to see in 5 years. This is what I'm observing right now. That's it. I am not attached to it. I'm separate from it. Now you're not a fixed object to be defined once and for all, but you are a living process. Something is happening to you, and you can see that. You're always changing, you're always learning, you're always adapting to newer situations every single moment. Maybe you are not your confidence, you're not your insecurity, or you're not even your success or your failure. You are not the results that came out of your personality test, nor are you the story that past keeps telling you. Maybe those were only experiences that came in front of your awareness. You were only aware in that particular time of those experiences. And if that is true, perhaps the most important question is not who am I? The more important question, the more wiser question would be, what have I mistaken myself to be so far? And the day you stop clinging to every description of yourself so rigidly, you don't become lost. You become available. Available for what? Available for growth. Available to surprise yourself. Now you're not confined to this. You can be anything. You can be anything. You are available to respond very differently from what you responded yesterday like. You are available to become someone your old concept, your old self can never even imagine you could be. And maybe this is where transformation begins. Not when you finally discover who you are, but when you stop believing all the stories that you have been repeating about yourself, that this is all I can be. Because now you're more open, you're more available, and you can be anything. If you like this video and if you're interested in topics like such, I would suggest you subscribe to this channel, Mind Healing with Bhavesh. I continue to post videos that guide you to live a life to its infinite potential, something that life has in store for you. Life has good things to offer you. If you have any comments or any opinion or any suggestion, do write that down in comment section below. And until the next video, I want you to stay blessed, stay healthy, and catch hold of this wisdom if you can. But for today, thank you so much for joining in. I really appreciate it. I shall see you very soon with some another interesting topic. Until then, take care. Bye-bye. Thank you.